Hello, this is Kelly Agee with Stampin' with Kelly. I'm doing my video on this by the sea today. It is on page 22 of our mini catalog, which this goes till May 1st, I believe. So they have the pearls, the ribbon, the DSP, and then the bundle. And this was on back order for quite a while, so that's why I haven't worked with it. But it's really beautiful. So I hope you enjoy my cards today. Okay, so on page 22 and 23. But here's the stamp set and the dies. And I didn't use all the dies today or all the stamps, but I think I'm going to be doing my card club to go for the next month using this bundle. So, and I've used quite a bit of paper already, so you probably will almost want to get 2 packs of this, okay? But we are doing kind of actually sort of simple cards today. So I hope you enjoy what I'm working with, okay, or what I'm doing. But the first one is Heartfelt Sympathy. And I just left the inside blank. Now, if you have a different stamp set that has a nice saying, you can always stamp that in there. But this card is really simple to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Oh, you know what? I forgot my bone folder. Okay, I probably got that packed away. I'm going away this weekend. That's why I'm just going to do a video instead of a Facebook Live. So I'll be sharing it, okay? All right, so I'm working with Balmy Blue. This is 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4 and folded it in half. And then I have a layer of basic white. Oh, let's see. Yeah, basic white that is 3 3/4 by 5. And then my DSP, which is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So just like 1/8 of an inch shorter. And what I'm going to do is stamp the sentiment on here before I glue it, and let's hope I get it straight. The sentiment is kind of like one of those that you have to go more by the top. So it's easy to kind of get it crooked, but by the heartfelt. Sometimes they're a little tricky. Okay, good. So you see I had to bring that down a tad. Oh, okay, and then we're going to put that on there. But I also wanted to show you, got a little scrap piece of paper, how I did the little, I don't know, to me they look like little sandpipers, but I inked them in the Night of Navy, and that's what I used for the sentiment, okay? So I took and inked them like that, and I'm going to ink them and stamp them like that. And I'm going to take my blend while it's kind of, the ink is wet. Hopefully, yeah. And I'm just going to kind of blend that so it doesn't look so white. And you could have stamped these in crumb cake, but I don't think they would have stood out as much. But while the ink is wet, and if you just use your, not blends, the blender pen. It's been so long since I've used this that I kind of forgot about it. But see how that just blends it in and kind of carries the color so they don't look so white. And then there's the dies to cut these out. Okay. Cut all 3 of them at once, which is really nice. All right. So I already took and cut them. So I'm going to go ahead and add my layers. Look at this paper on the back. So shiny, beautiful. I'm going to go away to a little scrapbooking retreat, which I'm going to be cutting for my my retreat all week. It's not a retreat, it's just a scrapbooking weekend. But so I'm going to get all my stuff cut for my retreat the middle of April. So kind of fun and kind of working, but I'm looking forward to getting away. So some of my stuff is packed already, so I don't forget it. But, okay, so we're just going to center this. And what I did is I just glued the birds on. Let's see, get that off there. And you can put them however you want. But if you need a quick card, this is really quick, and I think it's a very nice card. So let's see, we'll put them there. One a little lower. Sometimes you like to write a note inside, so that's why I kind of left it blank too. And then the only thing I did on the inside is I took a little of the Sierra sand and I stamped some sand. And what I did is because I didn't want it real dark, so I took my scrap paper and just kind of stamped off once, and I just kind of turned it around a little bit. There, and you can kind of just, write your note. I like to kind of stamp something in the background and, either stamp my sentiment over it or whatever, or write your little note. So I think I'm going to go that way with it. Love this DSP. It is really nice. Look at how easy that was to make a card. What do you guys think? I hope you like it. Okay, card number 2. Let me just put that there. So this card is kind of a fun card too. It's a fun fold, but it opens up and says thank you for everything. The belly band, you are a pearl, rare and precious. So I think that would be to somebody really special. Okay, so I got a little bit done here, but I'm going to show you how to score the card. Get that out of there so I don't lose any pieces. Okay, so what you start with, this is a, I gotta show you the ribbon really quick. I did a double bow, but isn't this ribbon absolutely gorgeous? I think it's so beautiful, so soft. I didn't use it on any of my cards. I did make a different card, and then I changed my mind about using it today. So I'll show that to you at the end of the class. Okay, so what we're starting with is a 5.5 by 11. I gotta move some of this out of the way. And then we're going to, you're gonna score it on the 11-inch side at 1 3/4. Five and a half. And then 9 3/4. So you only got 3 score lines. Okay. So 1 3/4, 5.5, and 9 3/4. And this is where I really needed my I gotta watch because I want to fold this the wrong way. I'm just going to use my block because I want that creased really well. So what you're going to do is, this is your 1 3/4, your 5.5. So this is going to fold down like that, okay? So this is where you did the 1 3/4, 5.5, and 9 3/4. Because you actually want to act like you want to fold it the other way, but it lays like that, okay? So what I have is, I got a piece, well, I got 3 pieces of designer paper. And where you put them is I got one in the front, in the back there, and then one here. But isn't that really cool? That looks so awesome together. Really like how that turned out. Okay, so these 2 pieces are 1 inch by 5 1/4, and then this piece to go right here is 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we will go ahead and add them. So you just want to make sure you're adding them on the right side. I'll lay out the card when I get all done so you can see the finished product. So we'll put that there for the time being. So this will go on the front one. I don't know if there's a right or a wrong way with this paper, but I don't think so. Okay. And then the other one's going to go on the inside of that. Okay, just like this. Okay, and then my white is your your inside is 4 by 5 1/4, the basic white. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. It says thank you for everything. Let me find that. That is in the Night of Navy. Okay, and then I'm going to do the clam. Okay, and you know what, let's stamp the little pink circle. I actually cut out a couple of these in case I make a mistake, but this one says you are a pearl, rare and precious. So this is just these circles are from the stylish shapes that I had cut out. Okay, so we got that. And I didn't mess up, so I didn't have to restamp. And that is with the petal pink paper. Now I will have a host code, so if anyone places an order Wednesday through Sunday midnight for $35 or more, and you have to use the host code, and it has to be at least $35 in product, I'll send you the stuff to make these 3 cards, but you will have to have the stamp sets and the dies, okay? And the inks, of course. So these are the largest 2. I did the Night of Navy and the white. So I'm just going to, let me see, I didn't pop that up. So I'm just going to add this because I'm not stamping on it. Okay. And then what I did, I was going to lay this out for you. So this is how this looks just laying straight, and I didn't get that straight on there, but it'll be okay, not too bad. So that flips over and folds like that, okay? So the belly band, I just have a 1 inch by 11, and what I'm gonna do is just fold it, and you don't wanna have it too tight, so you can slide it up and down. I think I had it by 11. I might have cut 1 inch off, so it must be by 10. But I'm just going to add a little glue, about a 1/2 inch there, because I kind of got it short. Okay. And you put the belly band in the front to close it so you can cover it up with your circle. Okay, so I'm just going to add my block to let that dry. And what I'm going to do is, let's see, my dimensionals are right here. Forgot them actually. So I'm going to just pop this up, the clam, and I stamped that in the Night of Navy as well and used the die to cut it out. So I'm just going to pop that up. Get these off here. I'm going to put that down maybe a little bit lower so I can add this without it popping up. And then, let's see, my little blue one, I actually may kind of stick this underneath instead. I had it on top before, but I think I wanted it underneath. Okay, so I added a little bit of glue and I'm just going to tuck it right there. And then this, I'm just going to add a little glue here and kind of tuck it, but not too much. This way the glue isn't on the back, okay? So that should be dry. Pretty good. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, because I wanna put this here, like that, I'm going to just put my dimensionals right on here. And I'm going to add 4 or 5 of them because I want it to be on there good, maybe even 6. I think 5 should be plenty. Okay. Get the backs off that. All right, and then we're just going to add that just like that. Okay, and then I do have, let's see what I did with them. Oh, right here, the pearls. And I got 2, let me add the 2 little clam things. Got enough glue on here for both of them. Okay, so I'm just going to add a large pearl in there, and I'm going to add 2 small ones right up here. And these will work with this belly band because they're flat. Now, if you had something that stuck out too much, you wouldn't be able to use it. So let's see. So I got that one, and then I got this one. And sometimes you got to kind of just work with it a little bit to get it to slide down. But that is our second card. What do you guys think? It's a nice fun fold. I think it's cute. And you could pop this up. I think I got this a little crooked, which I really don't want to tear off. So, but, okay. And I don't think it matters if it's a smidge a bit crooked. So, but, all right. Here is our third card. And this one is kind of a little fun, like surprise card, but it says thank you for everything. And then when you open it, it does this, it pops out at you. So this is what we're going to be doing next, okay? So the, let's see. The outside is fairly easy. You got your balmy blue. And it is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then I have 2 pieces of white, which is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. I wrote down 4 7/8. It's 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then another one that is 5 by 3 3/4. And I'm just going to layer them. Now this piece I had already cut. Let me see. I cut that at 4 7/8, but I didn't cut my little strips. I need 3 1 in 1/8. So I need, they will be 4 7/8 by 1 1/8. And the reason I didn't cut them is because what I want to do is when I cut them, I just want to lay them here so they go in order, okay? So I'm going to do 2 more at 1 1/8. And it worked out when I did it. I tried to measure it that way so I had that little bit of space in between too. So, okay. So this will go next. I don't know if it really matters, to be honest with you. They are kind of just mixed a little bit, so, but they do, you can see there. So let's go ahead and glue that down or tape it down. Guess I'll tape it down. So I'm just going to move these up so they don't get mixed up. So we'll layer our 2 white sheets. And I kind of like to layer these so it looks like it's finished. Sometimes, I know, you just add one, it doesn't look right, but such pretty paper. So what I'm going to do is do my 2 outsides, or at least my first one here. And then I'm going to just lay my second one down, and I'm going to go to my third one. Just so you kind of make sure that they're laying right, okay? Look at that paper on the back. That's really cool too. So I'm just going to move over here to the third one. If you're good at eyeballing it up, you can just go right down the line, but I figured this way I get them kind of spaced out even. Okay, and now I can just add that right to the front. I got the Seal Plus, so it's going to stay on there. I just think this alone is a stunning card as well, almost like the first one. Okay, so got a strip here that says, "Thank you for everything." And we'll be doing the Night of Navy. Okay, and I'm going to just close this up for a second because I don't want to get ink on anything else. And I'm just going to snip this. And I'm going to pop that up. And the other thing I'm going to do is add my white paper in the front, or in this, I don't know if that looks even. It looks a little crooked, but the For Everything looks crooked, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It's not that bad. But I'm going to add my white sheet to the inside of the card so I don't forget to do that. So this is just the basic white 4 by 5 1/4. So you're going to want to add that, and it's going to cover. I picked the right side. I got something on my paper. So you're going to kind of just put that in there, okay? So now to get your piece that pops out like that, all right, I'm going to show you how to do that. So what you have is a 6 by 6 paper, and let me close that up and get it out of the way. So what I did is I actually went ahead and I scored it at 3 this way, and then I turned it and scored it at 3 this way, okay? And then I took just down, pick one way or the other, but I actually put these in here, my little points in the score line thing, and I just scored that. Okay, so when we go to fold it, it'll be a lot easier to fold, and you really want to crease it good. Okay, so you're going to fold it in half. And if you don't fold it right, you can just unfold it and refold it the other way. So sometimes actually when you work it a little bit more, it kind of is better. Okay. So that was folding it, the score, folding it this way and that way. And then I did my score line there. So what you're going to do is just kind of take in, actually I find if you just fold the whole thing, because this is the side that pops, or, okay, let me just see here. That's how I found it the easiest to do this, but so we want this side to go on the back, okay? So you're just going to take in, now you gotta kind of fold this back again. Honestly, if I were you, I'd crease it both sides. Okay, so let's see. I want it to pop up, so these got to go up. So let's go like that with these. Okay, so you can tuck your fingers in here like that and fold it up, okay? That part was a little confusing, but I just know when I scored it, it was easier than just trying to fold it. So when you do this, when you go to tape it in, you're gonna just fold it up like that. And you just wanna press really good, okay? So it will go like this, and then what you're gonna do is put, not on the folded parts, but on the parts that did not get folded, you're going to just put some glue, and I'm gonna just glue this. So you just want to kind of open it up in your thing like that. But what I'm going to do is put glue on this side. And what you should be able to do is just line it up. Hopefully my head's not in the way. To the top and to the two sides. And it should fit in there perfect, okay? So you're just going to kind of hold that for a minute. And if you're really good, you could just put glue on the top too. But, okay, we're going to do that next. Put glue, and this is how, or what will make it pop up. And just close that. Okay. You see I got ink right up there. I hate when that happens. So... all right, so give that a second here. See, just like that. Easy enough, I think. So I'm going to add my little pearls to the front of this before I forget. Got two big ones and a small one. So, oops, look at that. Small one came with it. And let's go there. Okay, so then we're going to, these two pieces are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So you're going to want to be stamping them like this. And let's see, I have the shells on one, and I use the Night of Navy. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna, oh, let's see, do I have the shells? Guess I didn't get them out. Let me just grab them. Oh, I must have. Oh, I was using them to crease everything. Good thing I'm done creasing, right? So I'm just going to kind of try to put that right there so I can. Okay, there we go. And then this one, guess I thought I needed a scrap piece of paper. I don't. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna stamp the saying first. Okay. All right. See, really, this card is not that hard. You just have to, you know, have that 6x6 paper. Once you score it, it's actually very easy. So I'm just going to put one more pearl right in here. And because they're flat, you can actually put them on the inside. Otherwise, I would never put embellishments inside, but that's just me. So, okay, I'm going to glue these down. Just gives me a little wiggle room. And you got still, you know, a little room to write a little note if you want. So that just goes right there. Also, the in colors, I think the retiring list, oh shoot, I smeared my ink a little bit. The retiring list is going to be coming out soon. So if you want any of those in colors that are getting ready to retire, like the soft succulent, the polished pink, that group, I would highly suggest getting whatever you want because they will sell out quick. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have smeared that, but okay. So these are the 3 cards. So just remember, if you do an order of $35 or more and use my host code that I will post, I will send you the stuff to make these. Now, you will have to, like I said, have the inks and the stamps and the dies and everything, okay? So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I just think these are so cute. They turned out really nice. Very pleased with them. I really like this fold. I'll probably be doing more of this. And I think, like I said, this will be my set for my card club next month. So, okay. Well, thank you for joining me. And then I'll have all the stuff. I will also post it, okay? Bye. We'll see you next week. Thank you.